give us your overall thoughts on the 26 players you're calling into camp.
So I think the starting point is we're able to maintain a core group of players from the Gold Cup, continue progressing with that group. And then the next thing is, bringing some new players into the fold that we feel have the potential to make an impact with this team. Every time you have call-ups, you're always going to have guys that you'd like to bring in but aren't able to for one reason or another. And that's just part of it. That's one thing I've learned as a national team coach, is that those are things you have to deal with. It's outside your control, and it is what it is. So we still feel comfortable with this roster. Like I said, it's a number of players from the Gold Cup, and also a good opportunity to reward players who've been playing well in their leagues. So it's a collaborative process. As we're making these rosters, we're continuously talking to each other and figuring out where we're going to put certain players and what the priorities are. I think when we're looking at both of these camps, we want to put players in position to keep progressing their careers and keep developing. And so if we feel that one player needs a little bit more push, maybe he'll join the full national team. If he needs a little more confidence for his age, maybe we'll keep him with the U23 group. But it is a thoughtful process, and we're completely behind Jason in this quest to qualify for the Olympics. Well, I think Christian has a unique skill set. He's a great attacking player, and we want to put him in position to affect the game. And so, we're open to where we're using him. We've used him on the central before. We used him on the wing before, and all those things, just keep adding up to the fact that we want him affecting the game in a positive way. Brad is a guy that I have a ton of respect for his career, but more importantly, respect for what type of guy he is. He's a guy that we tried to get involved in January, in the January camp, and Atlanta had some Champions League that took precedent there. But we're excited to bring him back. I've said all along that it's important that we're able to maintain the heritage of the U.S. men's national team by having experienced players that have been through things like World Cup qualifying or World Cups. Alfredo's a case where he's done such a good job with his club in the early part of the season. Not only the first 2 Bundesliga games, but we've seen reports from preseason where he's been an outstanding player. And it's nice to give a guy a reward like that, or give the guy another opportunity for how he's performing in his club. In terms of Serginho and Paxton, those are 2 players that were heavily involved in the U20 World Cup. It's nice to bring players through our system, see how they've done in major competitions, and then get a look at them with the full national team. I think they're both ready. I think they've both been getting first team minutes and are ready for this next challenge. Miles is a guy that we've been really impressed with watching him in league play. He's been dynamic in the back, real physical presence. He's been working on breaking lines with his passing. But I think when you evaluate it and look where Atlanta's gone as a team, he's a big part of why they've turned things around and are now in first place in the East. These are 2 good games. Playing against Mexico is always a special game, and it's something we're looking forward to. For us, it's an easy message because all we're looking for is progress from the last game, which was Mexico as well. So that's going to be a great game. Then when you talk about Uruguay, it is a team with huge experience, great veteran players, challenging group, a physical group, a stubborn group. And for us, it's going to be about, how are we going to compete against this team? What's the mindset of the players? Can we perform at a high level to give Uruguay problems?